big thanks to Napoleon Grills for sponsoring this episode.
I have something really special laying in the cabinet over there. I have a huge leg of dry aged pork. I'm gonna make a recipe out of it. It's gonna tickle your senses. This is a hind quarter from a local pig brought by a farmer here. He brought this 3 weeks ago. Roel took it apart himself, put it in a dry ager, and it's been sitting here for 3 weeks now. I'm gonna do something really special with it. I'm going to do a dry aged pork burger. I asked Roel to do the butchering on this one, because I need the leg to be disconnected from the rest of the cut. And of course, Roel is the absolute expert in this. He's using the Forge Brute deboning knife for this job. It's the perfect knife for the job because you can work around easily around the meat with this tiny little blade. The first thing he wants to do is to run his knife all along the cut that he wants to cut out. Now Roel is using this knife again for disconnecting the skin from the meat. What you're left with is a huge dry aged leg of pork with a fat cap still on. Now you can scrape the meat off with your knife easily. And then we're here again, me, myself and I. Because I'm not the big stars in deboning a huge cut like that. And for the people at home, if you want to do something like this also and you don't have the experience or the tools to do it, ask your butcher. In this particular case, Roel is my butcher. But now, the ground pork part. I got a knife here. I'm gonna cut into the meat. And this is your regular chef's knife. You don't want a knife like this for this job. Just a regular chef's knife. Slice it into big pieces. Oh my God, good Lord, look at the marbling. This marbling is so beautiful, and I know what you're thinking now. What a waste. What a waste that we're just going to turn this into ground pork. But let me tell you, this is a pork leg. It's never going to be a tasty steak as it is. I'm sorry, I want to turn this into a steak. I really want to. It just doesn't work out that way. So let's continue. I'm gonna cube this up, slice everything into steaks. And now that I cubed everything up, I'm left with around 1500 kilograms of beautiful dry aged pork. Of course, there was a lot more where it came from, but hey, I got a cameraman, I got an editor upstairs, everybody wants his cut. It still needs a little bit of work. So I'm gonna take my forged cleaver, and this is a beautiful knife. It needs to be sharp as can be before we're gonna do something with it. You don't want to chop it up with a dull knife. And that's the easy thing about these forged knives. With a little bit of effort, it's sharp as can be. Now for the chopping part, get your cleaver out, and just chop it like you would have done with parsley. Of course, it's a beautiful thing that you can do this yourself, but it takes a little bit effort. But not everybody has a meat grinder at home. I don't. Who does? I don't. I'm a regular person. I don't have those kind of things. Once you figure out that you can take a cut of beef or pork or whatever and turn it into your own ground meat, it's a game changer. So put in the effort and start doing this. Like this. Let it fly around. That's what you want. There you have it. Now get everything in a bowl. Gonna chop fine some fresh parsley, and it goes in completely. Along with a tablespoon of salt and 3 tablespoons of coarse black pepper. Now mix that all up with your hands until the parsley seems equally divided. Now at last, add a tablespoon of breadcrumbs to add that extra little layer of safety, because it has a lot of fat inside. Lay down a sheet of butcher's paper. What I want is a patty that weighs around 100 grams, because I want to make a triple burger. So I want layer upon layer upon layer. So what I usually do is make small balls of your meat until you think you have enough patties. And then start shaping it. And now that we have our patties ready, it's time for the next step. We're gonna make something beautiful that makes this burger really special. I need a pan, cast iron of course, and I need my grill. I got my Phantom right here. This is my favorite gas grill in the whole world. Roel likes his, I like this one. It has something really special. This is cast stainless steel. And I don't know the science behind it. I'm not Walter White, but I do know it works like a charm. So it also has this on the side burner, and that's really good news because I'm gonna use this right now. Gonna fire up the side burner, set my pressed cast iron pan on the grill and let it come up to temperature. Quickly gonna chop a garlic clove. And if you have a good knife and the balance is right, you don't have the urge to put your finger here. That's what it means to have a good knife. And now that the pan is hot, I'm gonna put some oil in, get the garlic in, and quickly get some chopped mushrooms in. Stir it all up and add half a tablespoon of salt and half a tablespoon of pepper. And this is why I love the Napoleon. You can easily do all the cooking up here. You don't have to go inside for a little side dish or whatever. I mean, seriously, this is better than a stove. And now that that is done, I'm gonna quickly transfer it to a bowl. Just get it all in there. And if you are a really good cook, not like me, and you're really structured and focused, you would have made the decision to do the next step in front of this, because I'm toasting some walnuts. However, I'm all screwed up today, gonna do it now. So I'm gonna wipe down the cast iron pan, get in a splash of olive oil again, lower the heat and toast them. Keep on shaking it, otherwise it will burn. So the way you know that your walnuts are done is to smell it. When you smell that walnut in the air, it's done. It's time to transfer it to the table. So now we're gonna take some chives, slice it up. And I like to use all of the chives. People tend to chop off the last bit because it's looking more whitish. I don't care, man. It's all good. Just do it. People do the same thing with spring onions. You can use everything. And I like a little bit of variation. Now get your blender out. Now dunk it all in there. Everything. Also your mushrooms, of course. Get your chives in. It's also really peppery already. That's because of that smoked peña pepper. And don't you worry, it's all down in the recipe. But you do want to make this at home. Blend it all up. But we need more. We're talking about pork burgers here, so we need a little bit of acidity. All the things that we can do on the side, we also can add a little bit of acidity. So I'm using apple cider vinegar. I'm gonna add around a tablespoon of that. Quick pulse again. Amazing, amazing. Quick taste test. Little bit of acidity, nutty flavors, mushroom, perfect. But I've added half a tablespoon of salt. I'm gonna add a half a tablespoon more. And I love pepper. Also another half tablespoon of pepper. Final blend. Oh yeah, that's what I want. Amazing stuff. Let's continue with the sauce. The only thing we need now is a sauce. I'm gonna fire up the sizzle zone again, melt around a tablespoon of butter, add around 8 tablespoons of blackberry jam, a tablespoon of ketchup, 2 teaspoons of Worcester sauce, and let it simmer until you get that syrupy bubble. Then transfer the sauce to a bowl and your sauce is finished. And now we got our beautiful sauce ready as well. We got our mixture, we got our golden nutty mixture ready. That doesn't sound good. We need a different name for that. Comment down below what you think. Now I'm gonna grab my bread knife, because after all those knives, you also need a bread knife. Everybody needs a bread knife. If you don't have a bread knife, you're gonna have a bad time. Watch your hand. I don't do that, but you should. I always hold it like this. I don't know a different way. Just be careful, but don't do it the way I do it. Grab some olive oil. I already fired up the Napoleon before, because we needed to cook our sauce, of course. But now I want to heat this up as well. All the burners, not the back burner. So while I'm heating up this barbecue, I just realized something. I told you about that I really love this grill grate, and the reason that I love this barbecue so much is this grill grate. And I'm not gonna use it anyway. I'm gonna use my plancha right now, because our burger patties are so soft in texture and they consist of so much fat that if we put it on a heavy duty grill grate like this, it would fall apart. I'm heating up my grill grate right now, my plancha. This is a Napoleon plancha. Absolutely love this thing, because you can also use this in the house. Just put it over your stove and you have a beautiful grill plate. Now I'm gonna toast my bread really quick until we have a golden brown color. So the reason that I kept my fat is because of this. It's beautiful for seasoning. And then grab your beautiful patty and start searing. Be careful, this is really sticky stuff. That's the reason I couldn't smash it. So I've said that I only used 1 tablespoon of salt at the beginning of the seasoning of the meat. I'm gonna use another one. Sprinkle a little bit of salt on top. Just a little bit. Now get your weird mushroom stuffing and get it on the bottom. Thick layer. We want a thick layer. You're gonna need this stuff. It goes so well together with the dry aged. Back to the patties. I'm gonna check if I can flip it. Oh yeah, first flip, here it comes. Oh, now another one. DJ Khaled. And this is what I'm looking for. This is the perfect crunch that you want from a pork burger. One more flip. And now I got some cumin seed cheese. This is beautiful stuff. If you can't buy it, just get some regular young Gouda cheese or whatever you have in your vicinity and sprinkle a couple of cumin seeds on. It goes so well together with pork. Now close the lid and let it melt. The cheese is melted perfectly. I'm gonna transfer it to our beautiful bun. I already put some of the pate on. Oh, looking nicely. Second patty on. And now I'm gonna continue grilling burgers. I need one more for this burger and a couple more so I can make more burgers. Last patty going on. And now I have my beautiful sauce. Cap on. And you're done. Beautiful. That's what you want. I want to eat. Are you ready?
Been waiting for this all day.
You can't say that. It's done in 20 minutes. Let's just slice into it. I want to see the inside. Just go for it.
Yeah, just dive in.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This is so well balanced.
And I'm not a balanced guy, so I'm surprised by myself.
You outdid yourself again. Oh man. This is something you should make at home.
I'm just really hungry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish this burger.
I'm just gonna move out and then you do your thing. I'm just gonna take this with me.
I want to thank all the YouTube members and I want to thank everybody that is watching this video on a regular basis. I love you guys. Comment down below what do you think about this burger, and if you want to make it at home, you taste test it, let us know. Just let us know. I'm happy to know what you think about it. In the meantime, eet smakelijk and
keep on grilling.
Keep on grilling. Exactly.
And make burgers.
Make burgers. Where's Eva?